Hello everybody on this Sunday. There's my ugly head for a minute so you know it's me. Bad luck for that vision. But couple of changes. I've moved these tanks here. I'm going to get some Madaka rice fish. Hopefully order them early this week. And some more blue dream and shrimp going to go in one of these, and some orange shrimp going to go in these. No, we don't got to do much on the adult breeders. Weather hasn't been too bad, but not still great for breeding at the moment. It's a real bummer. Bring some more in from outside and from the ponds for sale. And we got lots of little babies. This time utilising some extra space. I used to so when the Arandas spawn, I put the Arandas separate, and I'd put the butterfly telescope separate and all that. And some of I have small spawns, takes up a lot of space. So what I've been doing now with the goldfish, with the fancies, when they spawn, I put the mops in there and I sort it out as it goes. So in a few months or whatever, when they're showing all the signs, I know what's what, I'll just separate them, move them, save space. What do we got? We've got some mops here. I think they have hatched out, some of them, but I don't like go flicking the mop around. Yeah, some bigger ones in here. These are, I don't bother. Oh, there's a lot zipping around in there. I don't bother with their age. I don't get caught up in, you know, if they're a month old, they should be this big. If they're 2 months old, they should be this big. You know, fish that are going to be good, the ones that grow quick, and you can separate the others. And if they take a little bit of time, runts, I've got some beautiful fish that have come from runts that ended up fine. And your Anders, they're looking for some more food. Probably like being fed at least a couple of times a day when it's near spawning time. Weather's a little bit better. Black moors and a panda in there. I've got to put the other ones in from up there yet, the other moors, they got to go back in there. Now I did have the Danios, golden Danios were spawning. They spawned into a mop this morning. And it's funny because I was watching them spawn into them. I must lower the mop right down because the swordtails, they were actually under the mop and they were waiting for the eggs to drop down. So it was actually quite funny. So I don't know how many. I'm new to this, spawning different stuff than goldfish. But these are me rosy barbs and they're full on at it at the moment. And so are the white cloud minnows, and they live really happy together, even through spawning, no nipping at each other or anything. Now what I did get, I had a mop in with them about 4 or 5 days ago, and I'll have a look. I've lost my torch and had to get a little torch. You mightn't be able to see them because they're bloody tiny. Now I've got some real tiny fry in there, so they're either rosy barbs or they're white cloud minnows. I don't know, but I'm a bit excited about that. So, quite good. Tangerine tigers. I don't know if I've got any babies yet, but they'd have to be getting close now. Some good sized ones in there, and the green emerald musco. They've bred quite a lot in there. There's heaps of babies. I'm probably going to move them to something a bit bigger. What have we got? They're absolutely beautiful. The blue musco, they've got heaps of babies in there. Peppermints, male hanging around waiting, but the two females are a bit young, mate, so that's not going to happen. We've got lemon longfin and my beautiful 24 karat gold. Now they would have to be getting close to seeing some babies soon, very close. Oh, there's a ram's horn. I like to throw those rams on. A mate give me a bit of advice. He said throw the ram's horns in with your goldfish babies because they'll clean up all the mess. And yeah, if I take you back over here, I put some in the other day, and you can already see the tracks everywhere, and that's only 4 of them in there. So, and yeah, they eat their heart out. So I'll just keep throwing them in there as I find the ram's horns. I don't even know where they come from. Must have come in. There they are down there. They're not as invasive as these bloody pond ones. What I do is I pop those pond ones and let them drop down in there, because once they're popped, the fish will eat them, but they don't touch them if they're not. So green shrimp by the bucket loads, some panda babies, platies. The focus, me super reds, 2 pair in there going well, absolutely flying. Me, you can see they're all breeding pretty true. The Dumbo ears. My fire reds, lost the dad, but luckily I've got heaps of young. You know, breeding not too bad, pretty true. Red golds in, yeah, look, there's a young male. Going to be like dad, that's very good, and the heat. Albinos, they're all probably going to be next season's, I reckon. Oh, what have we got here? Well, there's Big Mama, common pleco. She's got a few battle scars. There's Dad. He's been trying to trap. There's 2 big females in here. He's been trying to trap one in there. Heaps of spawns. We've got half black guppies. Heaps of spawns. And we got the Sunset Variatus platies. They've spawned a heap. There's some young there. A few young ones in there. That's good. Oh, that one looks like she's ready to pop. Probably should get her out. But now put a mop in here. And I don't know if the rummy nose will go to that mop or not. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if I'm on the right track or not. If not, give me some advice. There's a little Sunset platy, young. So yeah, where are we? We got the golden bee. They're all in behind. They like to go and hide. Crystal black. Crystal reds. What have we got? The orange-eyed blue tigers in there, and we got the, if we can, golden yellows. Bloody hell, that thing's in the way. There we go, golden yellow. They're very gold, aren't they? Yeah. And so what I've got here, those 2 tanks that are up there used to be down here, but it's bloody ugly and I couldn't do anything with them, so I got rid of them out the front for some Madakas. Now I brought 3 more of these. I'm currently painting the back of them. I'm going to put them down here. I'm going to try to set this up as shrimp only tank, because even though I've got shrimp in some of these ones, I thought the 3 species together, the plecos, the shrimp and the guppies, will live fine. The greens have worked out fantastic. Cherry reds in here have, but the blue dream and have not. So I don't know if the guppies are knocking them over in here. That male is pretty aggressive. So yeah, I might change my tack and leave just guppies and plecos together. Not sure yet. Got some beautiful fire red shrimp in here. Beautiful red colour. Really bright. Now, I don't really want to stuff them up, but I'm thinking about moving them out of here and putting them in one of the other tanks, because I want to get a Australian species only tank in here. Species only. So I want to get some Murray Rainbow, which can go down to about 15 to 10 degrees. And I want to get the Emperor I can't remember what the bloody name of it is now, but gudgeon, Empire gudgeon, yeah, Emperor gudgeon, yeah, bloody hell, I'm doing well. For in there, but I have heard tell that they may pick off the shrimp, especially the young ones. In here, I mean, the yellow shrimp are still in there. Oh, hello, what do we got here? Right on cue. There's some yellow shrimp down there, so they're still surviving away in there. Haven't had any me golden white cloud minnows yet, and me koi swordtails. So might be, there's a yellow one sitting right there. Might be some more yellow ones in there than I know of. I did make a mistake. I wondered why they were staying up that end all the time. Then I found out about the copper. Oh, there's a big one down in there. You see his head? I did find out about lead and copper about a month ago to do with shrimp. So I removed any lead and copper that was in there out. As in, I didn't have any copper, but I had a couple of lead weights in there. And I didn't know that was basically poisonous to them. So I removed the lead sinkers out that were holding some plants down and done it a different way, and now they're actually moving up to the other end of the tank finally. So I'm hoping that most of my tanks, especially cold water like these ones, I'm just going to drop through it. I might even do a Skittles one. I reckon it looks great with all the different sorts of colours in them. Fair enough, it's not the right way of doing it, but who actually cares when you own them yourself? Just my little propagating, starting to waffle on a bit now. Little propagating under there. So I think that's nearly about all I wanted to talk about, but if anybody's interested, I was actually going to do a video soon, a couple, one on heaters and what actually really needs heaters and what actually doesn't need heaters. I can only talk from my own experience and the fish that I own though. So yeah, because I think there's a lot of misconceptions out there of, like when they talk about cold water, they talk about 18 degrees as cold water. That's not cold, not at all. We're talking 15 and less. That's cold, you know. And some of these species can actually go to pretty cold. So all right, like, share, subscribe and all that stuff, and I'll probably see you next Sunday. Bye.